Hello, my name is Amy Douglas and I am the proud author of this month's featured article in Story Crossroads, and it's called Taking the Tradition On, which is what I spend a lot of my life thinking about and exploring. I was very lucky. When I was 18, I was taken on as apprentice by incredible Scottish Traveller storyteller Duncan Williamson. He took me into his home and into his heart. He taught me stories. He taught me how to tell those stories. And he taught me how to be a decent human being. And now it's my turn to pass those stories on. So that's what this article is about. It's about honouring Duncan and the past and the Scottish Traveller storytelling tradition. It's about where I am with my storytelling now. And it's about me wondering how to take that tradition on, how to become the elder that I want to be. It's about all the questions that my mind is full of. And there are a lot of questions. If you are looking for answers, then this article is not the place for you. I don't do answers, but questions. How do we take the tradition on? How do we tell stories from a culture that isn't our own? I'm not a Scottish traveller. Should we tell stories from a culture that isn't our own? But I was given those stories by Duncan. Would it be wrong not to tell them? When you tell stories that are 100 or 200 years old, the world has moved on. As humans, we're still the same. We still have that same emotional core of love and jealousy and grief. And that's what we tell stories about. And the stories are the same. They have that key heartbeat, something essential that we want to pass on. But while our clothes have changed, maybe the words we clothe our stories in have to change as well. How do we change stories for this generation? What can we change? What has to be kept? Like I said, I don't have any answers, but maybe if we ask the right questions, hold that at the centre of our practice, then we can grow into being the ancestors that we want to be.